My aunt embarrassed me as a kid because I asked my mom when we could leave to go home. Story. I was around 13. My family and I were eating at a restaurant. We had been there for a couple of hours already. I was the youngest one there. The other cousins that were there with me were at least mid-20s, and I've always been an introvert, so I kind of just wanted to leave. My social battery had drained quite a bit. So, I whispered to my mom, who was sitting right next to me when we were going. I wasn't trying to be rude. That's why I whispered to her. Because I didn't want anyone to feel like I didn't want to hang out with them or that they were boring me. I was just kind of tired. But my mom said no, kind of loudly, and my aunt, who was sitting across and 2 chairs to the left from me, heard and turned toward me. She said, "No, we're talking. It's not time to go home yet. If being here means that you suffer, then you will have to suffer." She said this right at the table, too. 10 of my other family members heard the whole thing and were quiet as she said this to me. I just looked at my plate and didn't say anything. What was I supposed to do? Argue back? I was so humiliated. I didn't want to become this huge thing. Top comment reads, "My mother and her sisters always felt that their comfort was more important than ours. Me and my siblings and my cousins, 7 of us." Guess what? It's 40 years later and many, many grandchildren born since, and all of those adults are crying about how their kids never call and visit. In fact, my own mother has 3 kids and 7 grandchildren and 11 great-grandchildren, and everyone is no contact but 3 individuals. Doesn't look like her "adults are more important" attitude worked out well for her. She is known as Crazy Grandma, and absolutely nobody feels warmth and respect towards her. She's 81 now, so the moral is, there is karma for those type of people. You just have to be patient. A Redditor replied, "Adults who belittle kids for having boundaries basically guarantee their own lonely old age. It's not karma, it's just consequence." Another said, "Expecting a 13-year-old kid to sit still in a restaurant with nothing to do and no one their own age to talk to for hours on end is ridiculous." Someone asked, "I hear you. How old are you now?" "Just you said was around 13. OP replied, 24. "Back then I thought that I deserved what happened to me. I thought maybe I was the problem. Especially since I remember talking to my mom about it after, about how embarrassed I felt, and she said I had it coming. But looking back now, that was effed up with her to say. My aunt embarrassed me like that. I like to think that if that ever happened to my little cousins or even to my kids, I would stand up for them. I don't think I could be able to just sit there and watch a relative humiliate a young teenager like that."